Well, ain't it nice to see a familiar face? Welcome to another accessibility setting. Accessibility settings.
He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Sticking up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands out here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new it in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavily.
Accessibility settings. Madden 23 gives you multiple new ways to pass the ball. Control the stick with what you know. Traditional, try to hit the sweet spot of the passing meter to guarantee yourself an accurate or perfect pass. Place the ball exactly where you want it around your target. Try to hit the sweet spot of the passing meter to guarantee your...
Let's go! Ready?
Madden 23 gives you multiple new ways to pass the ball. Try and control the exact strength of your pass by using the passing meter. Place the ball exactly where you want it around your target by using the passing radar. Try to hit this. Control the exact.
On the set.
Madden 23 gives you multiple new ways. Control the exact. Try to hit the sweet spot of the passing meter to guarantee yourself an accurate. Stick with what you know. Traditional old school Madden style passing. Lead the receiver in any direction by using the left stick.
My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
This is a special presentation of EA Sports from the Coliseum in Oakland. Our tribute. One time for old times. What do you say we play some football as we are underway from Oakland in the John Madden Legacy game. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So it's the NFC stars who will get the ball first. And, Charles, as we alluded to, we've got a different era of coach on each sideline. So the man coaching this NFC squad, we'll call him Young John Madden, this is a coach who was trying to establish a foothold in the NFL and on the cusp of doing it very successfully.
Yeah, you think back to that period, those early days as the coach of the Raiders, the late 60s in the AFL, and then in the NFL in the early 70s. Coach was a guy who was ahead of his time. The Raiders were one of the first teams to have mini camps, one of the first to film practice, because he wanted to practice coaching as much as he could. And his teams, they were successful right from the start of his head coaching tenure.
Now Favre. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. He really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed. Not something you see very often from a quarterback. An opening drive interception.
There's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks.
That's my fault, Chad. Right there. This is Carter. Yeah, I'm playing Madden on for my uncle. He's doing something for me.
Inside handoff to
Woo! Big hit, Michael Peterson. Big hit. You know what I made that hit, baby. We got Bill. Oh, Jalen Ramsey, baby. Jalen Water. Pressing. Fake out. Fake out, fake out. Hold on, it says hold on. Fake out. I'm calling up to fake out. On the phone. So look, look the last I'm gonna stick up the whole They just running the ball. And you keep stopping them. And they got Tyree. Why didn't they know that field? You got Aaron Donald, you know that? You got Aaron Donald. Now we got problems. Thunder smoke. Taylor. Reggie White. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Shooting. Now we got problems. Vita Vea. Donald, I need you, Aaron. How do you get? My question, they got patches on Don't let them score off of this. You got to take the power. 2021. Tremendous defense. The fire that you brought through the house is over the
NFC offense. Charles Coach Madden always said that if he had one drive to win a game.
Randy or Jerry, I'm calling one of y'all.
The mid-meeting of his Raiders players, there's a good chance that he gets some.
Bro, Joe Montana, why are you running? I'm gonna pass that. Debo. Pass that ball, but I'm quitting. Hold on, baby, I got the ball.
Because coach feeling a little rusty on them. Head on over to the main menu and see the feeling a little rusty on them sticks. Get the practice field. You come back to the brightest slice of the lawn and set the field is 156.
Cincinnati. This is Super Bowl, right? Choose one, LA or Cincinnati. Going to a team.
Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champions Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script. If they get the big play early, so much the better.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Burrow. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at 4th down. Well done.
Down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, you talk about safety first. Gosh, for such a rare play, kind of unbelievable how many Super Bowls recently have begun with a safety. Charles, you had Tom Brady getting called for grounding against the Giants in Super Bowl 46.
Peyton Manning with the snap over his head in Super Bowl 48.
Yep, and now here's this one. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Now they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense returns to the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted. Down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now left side on the swing pass. They hold it to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This one finding the hands of Brandon Powell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This for 16 and a first. A give up the middle to Akers. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield looks to throw. Open is Powell, that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circled every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Mayfield now from the 50. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. From his end zone, here's Trent Taylor. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Gun. They gotta go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his... Taylor Rapp with a pick. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Play fake. Mayfield. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Cam Akers, 42 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Fielded just outside the goal line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And some your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That's taken in by Higgins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Again, it's Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow flush to his right. He will find his man Chase complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Or they're down only 1 score. Still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll line up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. To the a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Mayfield now. The quick slant caught. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Mayfield on play action. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through, and they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks, you tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've come upon the halftime show of the Super Bowl, abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Pass caught. It's been Skoranek. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's second down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. Get fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Trucks over him. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This is caught. Oh, design run for their wideout. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Head of the chains now, 2nd and 2. It's Mixon on the counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Three quarters going by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter. Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They come up on a first and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. Oh, a good move at the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals are an extra point away from taking the lead in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly. Getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And he'll be set up a good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for him as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go play action. Mayfield out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Here's Mayfield. Powell on the catch. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Mayfield. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run.
Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 9, 2:06 to play. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in the Super Bowl. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down. Now it's Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Hey, we got to go forward.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on first down with Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Going right back to Akers. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Mayfield to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. At time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. To throw, Burrow. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow on the move to his left. Pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. The Rams have won the Super Bowl, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy.
You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper. They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies.
Cube-bone stallion with the lips. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. And take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, let's turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, let's turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can nest to your
Joey Slye, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Tampa. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
And at one point, he announced to the NFL world that he had accomplished everything he needed to and was going to retire, but then reversed that decision. And I think everyone who likes football loves the fact that he's still out there throwing it around and still at the top of his game. In a career that's seen and accomplished just about everything, he figured there was always room to add to that legacy.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Move here on the opening drive of the game, and on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Gibson.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana.
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers. Go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop. You ain't here? I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible.